I think it is, but I think you've got to be very clear about purpose here. So I think that you can distinguish very clearly between statistics proving the value of visual statistics and trying to find frameworks to improve. And I think those two are quite different tasks. So I think on the proving side, how do we show the value of statistics to the public or to policymakers? That may not be a good mechanism for actually understanding how do we improve the statistics that we produce. So I think the task force does need to choose which question it's trying to answer. Yeah, I'm sure that there's value in bringing people together in that way. Often actually it's the intangible value. It may not be the conversations about the specific task at hand, but in the coffee breaks, finding out how the different organisation does their census, for example, or calculates inflation. I think it's often in those intangible things, but creating a worldwide statistical community that are supporting one another is really important. So I think it's still very central, and Google is not producing much of that data. It's the search engine which takes you to the ONS or other official statistics at this stage. But if you look 10 years ahead, the question will be, will government statistical offices still be doing a lot of the gathering, or will that be done by other bodies? And I think that helps us really think through what is value, or where does it come from. So it may be that actually our role in the kind of statistical service, or your role, is safeguarding quality as opposed to the gathering data. It may be about analysis. So I think it's not just thinking about where we are now, but into the future, what are the value adds that ONS and bodies like it have. So I think that the statistical community ought to be much more on the front foot. Their job is not just to gather the data, but to get it out there and ensure that it's heard and used. But I think that these concerns about fake news and so on are slightly overblown. Not to say that they don't exist, but to say that they've always been with us. And statisticians know that. I think it's just interesting that, in a sense, it's become much more of a kind of public issue now. And I think that's an opportunity for statisticians to say, well, here we are, we have no skin in the game of the numbers that we're producing, and we produce high quality stuff. And for example, in the UK, the ONS is a well-trusted brand, and hopefully other national statistical institutes are in a similar position in their own countries.